Hello, hello and welcome. It's day number 22 in August 22nd, live stream number 22. And welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Neil Hambly and this is Data+Train. If you're viewing us for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to give you a quick helpful hint there. And click it twice. It does come up if I click it twice. So we look forward to having a quick session with you tonight. Today is my birthday, so happy birthday, Neil. Everyone sing happy birthday. No, okay. No, you can be quiet. If you want to say hello in the chat, though, please do in the chat window, say hello, and I will see those requests come through. If you are here for the first time, tonight we're going to do a quick run through on the DA-100 certification, what's involved in that, what we have lined up in terms of content that we'll be sharing over the next few months with you. And also, I've done a couple of certifications this week. I did the DP-900 on Wednesday and I did the AI-900 on Friday. So I kind of knocked those two certifications at the door. And I'm going to be doing 1 day, 3 sessions on these to kind of get you up and started. These are foundation courses from Microsoft. And so there's a 1 day kind of mock course, Microsoft official curriculum course. And I'm going to be teaching, I think, the AI-900 next week for one of my customers, one of the providers out there. And I think I've got 130 students. Yes, 130 students joining that one. So that's going to be really awesome. I really look forward to doing that. And also, we're going to be bringing that DP-900 to your door as well, or to the virtual monitor in front of you very, very soon. So in October, we're definitely going to be doing one. I'm going to see if I can get one done in September. I think maybe my schedule doesn't quite kind of fit for that. But if not in September, it will be beginning of October. And then about a month later, we will do the AI-900. So the two fundamentals. I'm going to show you a little bit about those very shortly. And let me kind of just share my screen. So let's go and kind of grab a couple of these screens out of the way. I want to get rid of that one. So I'm just going to move that one out of the way. I'm going to bring in this one here. So here we go. Let me cut that over. And also let me put myself in the nice top right corner so you can see me and say hello. And I think we also have, no, I haven't got it turned on today. I have my back monitor, but I forgot to power it up. So it's kind of not plugged in today. So you only get the front view, you get the nice view. You don't get the back of the head view today. So in front of you, we have the mind map for the DA-100. This is what we're covering essentially inside of, kind of get the cursor over to the right screen. So if you've been to these before, you notice that we're doing a kind of one functional group in the DA-100 certification per month. I've got a ton of videos. I'm in the process of kind of finalizing the pieces of those puzzle and getting them finally ready to be released. And that will start going out next week. I've got a few more tweaks to do to it and just to run through, make sure everything's kind of where it needs to be. And then we'll get that. So there's a number of videos coming out for prepare the data function group. Then we're going to do in September, we're going to focus on model the data. And that's going to be where we kind of understand the internals of Power BI, how to create relationships, how to figure out what the granularity of the reporting capability is going to be. So everything that's kind of around the modeling the data, that's the Power Query editor and other query transformations that you need to do. And also when we bring the data into the model, what kind of post activities around relationships and other measures that we might need to build on top of that. Visualize the data is all about building that canvas and doing a kind of nice visual interface. We've got a number of reports that are available through the Microsoft Learn. There's also Dashboard in the Day, which is a 1 day workshop. So I've delivered those before. In class, we did them up to 80 students at a time. And we're going to be doing a virtual version of that. So again, I need to look at my schedule to work out when I can put that in. But again, it's going to be a free course you're going to come and be able to attend. Now, these free courses we're putting out there are helping you on that journey to learn Power BI and to learn kind of what's out there and how we can kind of really kind of take those first stepping stones into building reports and making Power BI useful within our own environments. Once we have all the kind of reporting built with all the interactions and everything else, we're going to upload that to the service. And that's when we come and look at also analyze the data and deploy maintain deliverables. And we're covering those mostly in the November. So we will touch on each of these sections a little bit as we go through the various months, different videos I'm going to do. I will expand on this mind map. I have a ton of notes I've yet to translate into this mind map. And the reason why I'm also holding back a little bit on sharing that too much is I've got a website that we're currently kind of being developed. It's going to have a lot more content around these certification kind of paths that we have, the certification series that I'm building. So DA-100 is going to be the first of those different series exams that we're looking at. Then we're going to look at the DP-300, the DP-200-201 for the Azure Data Engineer, well, there's a ton of them, the DP-900, the AI-900, the AZ-900. There's a ton of the other AZ ones as well. And also a bunch of data science and Python and AI kind of related ones that I'm doing as workshops for Microsoft. I've got content that we're going to put around that. Not forgetting our kind of friend SQL, which is kind of my background, where I came from. This is what I'm going to be spending some time on building content for over the next few months. We are fairly new as a channel. Been around for about 2 months. We kind of had little activity in the first month. I was kind of getting other stuff sorted. Then in kind of beginning of August is when I started to get kind of, say, regular, and we've been going live streamed every day, and we put a couple of videos up as well. But I've got a ton more videos, and live streams won't continue every day from the end of August. They will probably be once or twice a week, but I will be kind of putting those live streams out after I kind of have videos going up, and I'll let you notified. So if you want to get notified, go into our let's get the cursor and just moves out of screens by itself. It gets bored, I think, kind of. Let me just click on that again. So remember to notify, subscribe, and get us a nice thumbs up if you like the content. If you have anything that is not so positive, put those in the comments. Let us know. Let us know if you're kind of wanting to share some info. If there's something you need to see, please, Neil, give us a video on this. Put those in the comments. I like that feedback. We have over 620 subscribers now. About 8,000 views in the last month or so. So we're getting there. We're starting to get up, and we look forward to that journey along with you guys in the future. So let's have a look at some of the other stuff we have. Let me kind of don't want that one. Let's have a look, and don't need that. Oh, by the way, this is a report I was just working on, so I'm just going to get rid of that as well. Let's kind of close that down. Okay, so let me bring it up. I'm going to bring up my little collection on the side here, and I'm going to go to the DA-100, and I'm going to go down to this kind of roadmap, etc. So the Data Analyst Associate, this is a little bit out of date now, but that's already come. If I click on that link, it takes us through. Actually, it doesn't. I remember checking this out. It doesn't take us through to that certification. This is the one we want. So down here, we can see all the skills being measured, and obviously we've got a full breakdown of all the content. I managed to write all over that. It's like a 2-year-old kind of writing over the drawing. There we go. Now we go into the skills outline and go into the detail of that. What we will be doing is, let me kind of make this a little bit larger. There we go. Is we're picking a couple of the segments each day. So like, for example, this will be episode 1, and then the next 2 will be episode 2, etc. And we can kind of get it. There we go. So we're going to walk through. There's about 100 of these different ones spread across all the different kind of tasks and skills being measured. And just for your interest, maybe I was involved in helping shape some of the kind of what was going to be measured and what was inside of this certification. So I kind of got involved along with a group of other people. So it wasn't just me, as I was just a small cog in that wheel to help provide some context to kind of what, as consultants external, we do. We're a PowerBI consultancy, so we kind of have the knowledge and expertise, and I've been involved in a few of these. So the DA-100, I got kind of asked to kind of help. I kind of put some input into that, help shape that a little bit, and also I've reviewed some of the exam questions. So I have the certification, but as a Microsoft Certified Trainer, I'm also teaching this on a regular basis. So the previous 7778 Power BI certification they had, I used to teach that quite a bit, and say as a consultant and a Power BI partner, we have that insight. But we're doing videos around kind of what are the starting points for these different measures, where you can go and get information, where you can go and learn, what's the resources available. So we're going to share all that, and say we have some other related free one-day courses like the dashboard in the day. So if you ever want to see that information, it's going to be in the description below. But if I kind of just go to the aka.ms/dashboard in the day, so you can see up here, this one here. Oh, again, run it through it. Let me kind of go to it. That takes you to a website. You can download all the materials. You get the ability to see all of the PDFs and instructions. But there's also in Microsoft Learn, there's some labs that you can go and run in some of the different kind of ones that we have. So let me go grab the Microsoft Learn information. And we go down and look at maybe like the Visualize Power BI. This is like a 5-hour, just under 4 hours 20 rather. Well, if you go down, you see that there's examples like there's a lab. You can go in, and this lab is a fully provisioned environment for you with Power BI installed, everything. So you don't even have to have it installed. You can go and kind of any laptop, any machine that you want to use, go in, it provisions up a VM for you. You log in, has all the information, and it takes you through those steps. So that kind of is a great one. And if you click on that, what you just do is get the ability to load that lab, launch that lab, and then go through and build the report. And the report itself is going to look something like this here. So you'll have the ability to drag all the information in, build these reports, the different visuals, how they interact, the filtering, etc. And it has step-by-step instructions on how you do this. So some really good stuff. And I say there's a lot of really cool information in Microsoft Learn around the different modules there. We go back up to the top of that. Let's kind of keep going a little bit further. You'll see that also you have things like check your knowledge, for example. So here we'll give you a few questions just to see if you've been paying attention and you know what you're doing. But also, if you want to kind of see where you are skills-wise right now, you can go to Pluralsight, and there's something called Role IQ here. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. While you're waiting for that, I'm just going to kind of just minimize that into the other window. So Role IQ, and in here we will go to the BI Data Analyst Role IQ, and down here you'll see that's a Power BI session. So if you missed anything there, we've gone into Pluralsight, we've gone to Role IQ, which is a way of testing your skills and knowledge. You can go and take the test. It will kind of figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Potentially you get also then personalized content to help you with the areas that you need maybe a bit of training in compared to areas you were stronger in, for example. So here we can see that this was a test that was taken, and it's saying like we've got some strengths and weaknesses, and it gives you some information about what might be some good stuff to kind of go and improve your knowledge. Okay, so very useful. And then what you can do about a month later, you can come back and retake that test and see if you've improved your knowledge and significantly. You're probably looking to get kind of in the high proficiency towards the expert level in order to be ready to take that certification. Okay, so that's going to be something that will be really useful if you have that. I'm just checking my internet again. So if you are watching, please do kind of just put a comment in there if you do find that it breaks for any reason. Hopefully not, but it looks like we had a little blip there for a second. So the exam DA-100, the DA-100, we're going to kind of go through the different sections like prepare the data, model the data, etc. And as I go through, I'll be expanding out this mind map and building more content. It's comparable to the 4-day DA-100 certification course. So that course itself, if we go back to, kind of just go back to the Microsoft Learn there for a second. Let's go back, go to certifications, go to the top. Certifications, it's going to go and show you that certification itself. Let me go and grab that. I think I was on it, but I just want to show you can kind of go and find it by just typing the course number in. And this is the Data Analyst Associate certification. So it's a single exam, one certification. Now, if you come down, you'll see there's a whole bunch of free online learning paths from Microsoft, and you can go and track your progress, and that's good. There's also the Instructor-Led Course, which is a one-day course that is the DA-100 course again, so they kind of given the same name. And this is for audiences that are kind of looking to get to grips with that and want that certification to be able to show employers and show kind of other people that you understand Power BI to a certain level. Now, The Instructor-led course has 13 different, let me go to, where was the, there, click on the link. Has 13 different modules. So basically, this is spread over 4 days. It's covering all those content that we're looking at. We do have a DA-100 coming up in October. So I'm just going to kind of show you the link. And the reason why I'm also saying that is we do have a special discount that we're currently offering at the moment. So we have, I think, 5 students already, and we're doing a maximum of 15 students for that course. So the remaining 10 tickets that we have been heavily discounted. So if I click on the ticket price there and go to my student ticket, you can see if I click down, I've got a kind of a one ticket there. It would normally be $895. Now, by the way, the other providers around, the kind of bigger, learning partners will charge you about $2,500 or thereabouts, $2,400, $2,500. We're doing it for $895 currently in 2020. Because of COVID, we've kind of reduced our pricing. But I did a kind of final, extra help. I'm clicking on next, clicking on train, applying that word, and it makes a 50% discount on the $895 price for just these 10 tickets. We will not be repeating this. So this is your one time to get essentially a £2,000 ticket reduction on the DA-100. Okay. So later next year, when we do them again, it will be our normal $1295, which is again is about 50% of the major providers out there. So really good cost effectively anyway. But this one, we've kind of reduced now £400 off that already. And then we're taking that and halving that again. So you're kind of pretty much just covering our costs really in terms of kind of, having the ability to run these. That includes the labs that you will have and other kind of resources we're going to provide you. And this is not only from Microsoft for Trainer. I will be delivering this one in October. It's with a instructor that also does it as consultancy. So we have that expertise. Some of the trainers out there are just trainers. They don't have hands-on and not a consultant. So the insights you're going to get from us are different to the ones we've just gone on a generic course with another provider. And they could be very good trainers, but they're not probably a Power BI consultant with a Power BI consultancy that they own and operate. So just kind of trying to qualify where we are. And say this one is one that I've also helped with the exam content as well. Okay, let's have a quick look at the time. Cool. So Roll IQ, I'll have the links in there. The links for the student tickets already down below. I will put that train code inside of the information. Once those 10 tickets are gone, they are gone. So let us know if you need an invoice or anything. We can help you out with that as well. So what else do we have to share today? Well, let's kind of have a quick look at that lab and see if that lab is kind of running. Let's go and see if that is there. So I think it was this one here. Let me go into my lab. So I remember where it was now. I think I kind of closed it down. No, let me just check. Nope. Okay, so I did close it down. So let me go grab that again. So I'm going to go into the Microsoft Learn. And we want the DA-100. I'm going to go into the content. So I'm going to go down to the visualize data and going to go into here and click on the lab. And I think maybe it's kind of launched. It hasn't launched the lab for me. So okay, I probably I'll just launch the kind of lab and you'll see kind of it stand up. But I'm not going to go through the content of the lab today. But what it will, you see here, it has stood it up very quickly for me. So go to resources, go Control Alt Delete, click on password, go into that. And what we'll have is, let me just close that out, go into the Power BI, and you'll see it's have an empty Power BI file. So this is a full lab environment with Power BI installed, everything. And also, if you go to the D drive inside of that, just do that and go in here, go to D drive. Let's just make that a little bit larger so you can all see it. You'll see there's a folder called DA-100 in there. If you go in, you'll see that it has all of the labs that are covered inside of that certification, inside of that lab rather, environment. So there's quite a few there, and you can spend your time going through, and the instructions are very good. Let me go grab that over there. So come down, you'll basically have full instructions on how to build this report from scratch, from a blank page with nothing in it. And if I go open my Power BI here, and let's go in and say, close that window, move that open a little bit more, so we can kind of see, and open up, you see this is completely blank. There is no tables, there's no queries, there's nothing. It's completely empty here. And what we then do is follow all those instructions to go and grab some data, and then kind of start doing things like bring data in from SQL or text CSV, and we could go and then grab the folders. And I think they've got some data. Wrong folder. One sec. Go back up a level. So we've got, for example, the reseller data. You go and grab that and bring that data in. Just close a couple of those windows. So here's some of that data. And you would go and either probably do the transform data and perform a number of different operations in that Power Query editor. Follow the instructions that are in there. You'll get to a completed stage. You'll be able to kind of then, have that report, and you've gone through and understood how to add slicers, how to transform data, how to remove columns, how to do a whole bunch of kind of the fundamentals that need to kind of get that data in, then model that data, then perform the visualization, and kind of all the other steps there. So kind of this takes you through. You get a 4-hour time frame to do this. Don't worry if you don't finish in that time, or you only do partial, you can come back and run this lab again. It's kind of free, and you can just come keep back until you're happy you've done it enough times, etc. But that's kind of some really cool kind of fun out of the gate stuff we can get kind of from Microsoft. They are really, really good at kind of providing this kind of introduction level material and everything else. But if you want kind of a bit more in depth, a bit more kind of like knowledge, then people like the SQLBI.com have some great courses. Actually, I was looking at the Guy in a Cube live stream earlier today, and they had Marcus on their kind of Marco rather on there, and Marco was explaining some of the stuff, and it kind of blows your mind, some of the things that these guys can do. They have some excellent training, and I will put a link into the SQLBI website and some of their free training. Also, they have paid for training as well. And I do recommend you probably check that out. So that, I think, is going to be it for today. I'm going to change. I'm going to go and grab a little bit different to wear. I'm going to head out the door, and I'm going to go have a couple of beverages to celebrate my 52nd birthday. Or as I say, there's 52 weeks in a year. So I'm basically 1 year's weeks owed. Something like that. Anyway, kind of, I'm trying to kind of downplay that I'm 52. But you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm having a good time. I'm getting into this YouTube stuff. I look forward to seeing you very soon in a video. Don't forget, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. That really, really does help. We do appreciate when you do it. Subscribe if you don't. That also is useful to us. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, and then we can become a legit YouTube channel in terms of being able to partner with YouTube on that. So that's our kind of goal we're trying to get to in the next few months. So help us with that. Help us with some views. Help us with watching some of the other videos. And there's a number of playlists as well on this channel. So keep an eye out for those. And we have a ton of content coming. You'll hear me say that over and over, but it's true. And I've been spending a lot of time building kind of my, unplug it a little bit, kind of my remarkable with all my notes of all the different things I've been kind of looking at. And once I kind of have those transcribed and I have the videos finished in the technology kind of editing suite that I have, and it's all good, we'll get those out to you, and then we'll be kind of rolling those out week after week. So for now, bye-bye, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.